Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Logan, and I'm here bringing you this review to this new Boogie album called Everything's for Sale. Now, first off, I want to start by apologizing for taking so long on getting this one out. A lot of stuff's been going on, got some exams coming up, so you know how it is. But nonetheless, I'm getting back to the grind. Just as soon as I get this out, I got to get back to studying, though, just letting y'all know. But real talk, this week I'm hoping to be able to do my podcast again. I skipped a week last week, which no problem. There wasn't really anything coming out anyways. But either way, got this review now, so here we go. So if you don't know who Boogie is, he's an artist signed to Shady Records. And they've been pretty up and down with some of their artists. Back in the day when they were at the top of the game, man, they had some straight fire coming out continuously. But lately, it's been hit or miss. Some of Eminem's albums, you know how they are. Yellow Wolf, same thing there. He has some good stuff, but then not so great stuff all the time also. So going into this, I had high hopes because still it is Shady Records, but it was baited high hopes. I didn't know what to expect, and I hadn't listened to too much Boogie other than a few features here and there. So with this project, I was highly impressed. It is by far, I'm going to go ahead and say it early on at the beginning of this review before I even get into anything, it's the best album that's come out so far this year. Not that that's really saying much, but nonetheless, I really enjoyed it. I listened to it on repeat for a whole week. I'm still going back to it here and there. It was just really good and a fun one to listen to. Now when I say fun, don't take that the wrong way. This is a very slow album, some sad songs on here, some deep content, but overall, like I said, it's just a really good album. Now to break it down, like I said, there are some sad songs. He's talking a lot about like personal stuff. He's getting real personal on here, and honestly, it almost reminded me of Saba's Care For Me, although not quite as sad or like depressing really. But still, he's just going in. He's got these sad songs. He's got this. He does a kind of a Royce da 5'9" thing that he did on the Book of Ryan, where he tries singing, but it's not like auto-tune singing. He does it himself though, and it sounds a little harsh. You know, not the best sound, but it sounds so raw and emotional. And in cases like that, that's the perfect thing to do. Now, I will, occasionally you'll hear me get on Eminem, who, of course, is one of my favorite artists, but sometimes he should not sing his choruses because he's not doing it to be emotional or anything like that. He's doing it just to sing it himself, maybe save some money on a feature or something like that. I don't know, but in cases like this where Boogie or Royce da 5'9" do it, it works out perfectly, and while it doesn't sound as good as if you outsource for someone else, it gets the emotion behind it more than anyone else could. And that's the great thing about it. Not to say that it didn't sound good. It still sounded good, but it just really gets that emotion behind it. Now, the negatives that I do have to talk about are the tracks that have features on them, actually. Namely, the Jid feature and the Eminem feature. Now, not to say the features are bad. The features are good. You know, Jid, he's coming out here. He's always dropping fire verses, and he has a good feature. And then Eminem, same thing there. He has a few of his bars where he's like, wordplay, and it doesn't really make sense in the confines of the album. And I mean, if you like wordplay like that, it's good, but sometimes it really doesn't work out. It's kind of like that. Like, it doesn't fit into the whole picture or scope of this album, but they're still good songs regardless, and it's almost like a commercial break from the overall storyline. And that's why I don't dislike them too much, because I do like the songs. I like the songs. It's just within the confines of the album, it doesn't work that well. But I just treat them as commercial breaks. Like here, we're going to take a pause, step out, then we'll get back into it just as soon as it's over with. And if you treat it that way, it's fine, but overall it does draw back some, and that's honestly one of the reasons why this isn't going to rank higher than it could have. But overall, that's about all the negatives I can say, because this album was really good, and I look forward to listening to it more, and definitely look forward to whatever he's coming out with next. I know it's a bit early to think about his next project, being that he just dropped this, but still, I mean, I'm excited for the rest of his career at this point. This is a great way to get started off and hopefully build his case to be more mainstream, and I highly recommend this to anyone. It's a good album, and I'd say you should definitely check it out. I give it an 8.5 overall, and like I said, go check it out whenever you get the chance. Thanks for watching this review. Hit the like, sub, all those great things, and I will see y'all next time.